So the flu still is around. It hasn't disappeared. We didn't have a very strong flu season last year, thankfully, but much of that was because we were in lockdown, right? But now things are starting to open up again. Restrictions are being eased and more people are congregating indoors. The flu shot will not help protect you against COVID, just like COVID won't help protect against the flu. While they're both respiratory viruses, they do obviously have different levels of severity associated with them. And as we've seen, COVID is more highly contagious and has resulted in much more hospitalization and increased risk of death compared to the flu. But we can't ignore the flu numbers because in a typical year, the flu is also responsible in Canada for about over 13,000 hospitalizations and certainly roughly about 3,000 deaths, right? So these are preventable hospitalizations, preventable deaths by basically just getting an inactive vaccine that helps protect you without causing the actual symptoms of the disease. Out of an abundance of caution, they were recommending that people wait about 2 weeks between vaccines, but now we know from both studies and recommendations from NACI and World Health Organization that we do not have to space out these vaccines. It is quite safe to give them both at the same time, just as it has been to give other vaccines at the same time point. They don't interfere with each other. They don't affect the benefits of each vaccine, and it can help coordinate people's injections. So currently at this time, it's still children who are 12 or turning 12 this year and over who are eligible to get a COVID vaccine, okay? Flu vaccine is eligible to anybody who's 6 months and older. If somebody is 5 and older, they can get their vaccine done at the pharmacy, but the youngest children who are in the 6-month category to 4 years should be going to their doctor's office at this point. The demand was very high last year. Although more flu shots had been ordered, I think part of the issue was that the demand up front to get flu shots was more heavy than it had been in previous years. Other years, people dispersed kind of the timings that they were coming in. So ultimately, we did provide a vast amount of flu shots to everybody, but it was just difficult to get them all done in those first couple of weeks. And I think that was more of the issue, was the mad rush up front. They have ordered more flu vaccine this year, and we are being asked to prioritize those at high risk in the month of October, and to have everybody else who's more general population and not at high risk to come in more toward November. So getting your flu shot is pretty easy. Almost every pharmacy is offering flu shots. You can also go to your doctor's office, and sometimes there's public health clinics that will do a flu vaccination clinic. So all of those are great places to go, and it's very convenient and a pretty fast process. Many locations may require appointments because of the demand and because we still want to make sure we're keeping people socially distanced. So pharmasave.com/flu is a great resource. It's on our website, and there's a lot of other great health links as well, but it will go over things you can do to manage your flu, over-the-counter products to manage your symptoms. It has a section on the differences between COVID and flu in terms of how contagious you are, and where and when to seek help. So it's a great resource, and we encourage everybody to go check out the website, pharmasave.com/flu, to get more information at any time.